Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3! Today, we gotta go to the Valley of Flames, and try to get there before the bad guys do. Try to get the Fire Mana Spirit while we're at it. Yeah, we're not doing too bad on defense here, they're not damaging us too much. Let's get more out in the open, so that way... guys? Up here? Okay, yeah. I would rather not have to search underneath the trees to find another chest that they would have dropped right there. Thank you. Oh, I actually could use a Stardust Herd because the next boss does have some debuffs for us to deal with. So yeah, make sure you bring a ton of those and a lot of healing items. I would highly recommend not fighting the next boss with tier 2 job classes, because the way the damage calculation works is damage dealt to you is increased depending on whether you're a tier 1, 2, or 3 job class there. It's the way of balancing out your increased stat capacity. Like right now, we're at maximum stats for strength and vitality, I think, for the most part. But once we get a new job class, that increases the maximum that we can get up to. So to compensate, they add a multiplier onto everything. On the other hand, though, that does also give you another multiplier on healing spells. So if you had Carly in your party, that would be a great advantage there. But we obviously don't have access to that, so yeah. But basically, taking on bosses at level 18 or 19 is kind of dangerous, depending on the boss, because you'll have the damage multiplier against you, but you won't have had enough levels to really compensate with vitality and stuff. So yeah, that can make things more difficult, particularly against the next boss here. Alright, wow, I didn't even have to go to the bottom half of the screen. This is a pretty large screen we got here. Might need a Angel's Grail. Now basically at this point, I'm going to be exploring some of these dead ends because I want to be at level 18 by the time we get to the Mana Stone. Being at level 18 is fine, just as long as you don't have this tier 2 job class. That's what causes the multiplier, not your level. Although with enemies, it is your level. Enemies don't have that multiplier until level 20, I think it is, or 21. I think it's 20. But whatever the case is. Let's see. That place leads to the next boss. I don't want to go there yet. Yeah, let's go along this dead end. I wasn't planning on it, but we might as well. I want to make sure that I get up to level 18 by the time we get to the Mana Stone there. Yeah. Put them all right in the corner and hit them all with my level 1 tech. Whee! Oh yeah, another thing about tier 2 job classes is that, well, you get tier 2 techs. And, well, those would naturally deal a lot more damage. But the problem with level 2 or level 3 techs is that a lot of enemies will counterattack you with something nasty if you do that. So I generally try to stay away from those techs if I can. Although, there is an exception that I will be making in this LP when I get to that point. But yeah, in general, tier 2 and 3, or yeah, level 2 or 3 techs are usually not worth it unless you build your party around it, which I will. But I won't be able to do that at level 2 job classes. Oh, more treasure. Let's see. Hawk could use a little healing. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, let's give that to Hawk, if I can find him. There you are. Everyone else, I think, is doing pretty good, but I would like to get more candies from my reserve. Or round drops, not candies. Same difference. It's all those years I spent playing Secret of Mana. Can I get out of here? Yeah, for some reason, the menu kind of lags a bit there. I don't know why. What are those two guys doing here? Didn't we kill them already? Oh! When did that happen? Well, good, I guess. I hope that doesn't deprive you of your motivation to help us out, Hawk. this time around, Hawk's not going to be a real ninja. Go ninja, go ninja, go! For boss time against Bill and Ben once again. And this time, they got some nasty jutsus, which can lower your stats. So whenever he does that, particularly water jutsu, that reduced my attack power there. So yeah, you definitely want to clear that. You're just not going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Let's see, the other nasty one that they can do is thunder jutsu, which... yeah, Thunder Jutsu reduces your physical defense, and they'll just wail on your party. I don't care about shurikens, lowering hit rates, because that's all bugged anyway. I would like to try and kill one of them, kind of isolate them from everyone else. Okay, let's see. Lise, how are you doing? We need a round drop for you. Duran could use a round drop, but I'm going to try and save him for my chocolates there. Yeah, just kind of back them into a corner like that. Ow. Uh-oh. I might die. Yep. He's gonna die. Oh, I'm not dead. Huh, that's weird. Did they knock me down to exactly 1 HP? Or maybe it's like luck. I heard there's like a luck, well, one of the functions of the luck stat can help you potentially survive anything that would actually kill you in one shot. Well, I didn't have to use an Angel's Grail at least. Yeah, that was kind of weird though. Oh, hey, alright. Well, might as well go for intelligence. We don't have anything better to do with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do another one too. Why not? How are you doing there, Hawk? Not quite there yet? Okay. Uh-oh. Well, whoever you attack Lise? Yeah. Goodbye, Lise. Oh, or maybe not. I might not need to heal her, because I'm guessing that he's almost dead, but you never know. Alright, got him. But yeah, the other jutsus they could use, Fire Jutsu reduces your magic, your offensive and defensive magic stats. But alright, got it. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, Earth Jutsu, I think reduces your evasion, but I think that's bugged, like everything else regarding hit rate and evasion, so I wouldn't worry about that. But now we gotta take on these guys and go into the Valley of Flames, hopefully before Bijou gets there. I had to think for a second on how to pronounce her name. I think I'm using the French pronunciation. But anyway, what's over here? Whoa! Yeah, there's like 90% of this area you're not going to be able to go to right now. They're just blocked by walls of flame or invisible plot walls. Like over here. So, yeah, don't bother going that way. Nothing we can do there right now anyway. Okay, let's see. Go... Is there something to the left there? No. Okay. Where are all the enemies? I saw a couple of them, but... We got ninjas and everything they're throwing at us here. Now, you want to be careful here because the Dark Priest there could heal them up. So hopefully I can one-shot the Dark Priest with my tech, and I did. Good. And alright, we got the last level up just in time, too. One other thing that happens with when you get your Tier 2 job classes is that all your stats from your Tier 1 job classes are raised to their maximum. So, like you saw Hawk there, he had 9 strength and vitality. If for some reason he didn't, when you do the class change, then they would be raised up to 9. But then you have a new stat maximum from the other job class, or the Tier 2 job class. And stat gains are going to get a little weird at this point because, well, everyone, once you start doing class changing, then everyone's going to have, like, some spell, or they're going to get one eventually. And a lot of them have prerequisites or stat requirements in order to learn them, and unfortunately, they don't tell you this in-game. They don't tell, at least they don't tell you exactly what it is anyway. But fortunately, I know what they are. So I'm going to put a link in the video description there that you can look up each character and their job classes and the stat requirements for all their spells. So let's head on over here. I don't think we even need to save. We'll be fine. Okay, but you can't get to the Mana Stone either that way. Whoa, hey! Hey, good job, Nikita, or Nikita, or... I forget exactly how your name... Nikita, okay. I forgot how to spell or pronounce his name. At least I think it's a he. Oh, okay, yeah, good idea. By the way, if you didn't have Hawk in your party, Hawk would have been the one to shoot the dart at Bijou there. And you'd find them, well, actually, you can still find them back in the Oasis Village there. But we already killed them. Nuts. Who is this Dark Prince anyway? Well, if you want to find out, you're going to have to watch Hawks and Lisa's Path. But anyway, okay, now we're up to... Oh, well, first things first, we got to get the Mana Spirit. Nuts. Why can't we just use Mana Seeds or something instead? Just as long as they're not Mana Acorns! I hate acorns. Especially the Guardian variety. Whoa! Calm down, buddy. Oh, yeah, sure. Not quite Dragon Quest tier puns there yet. Whoa. You can cast spells on yourself? That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Then again, he could probably absorb it, like a certain super boss. That's gonna be a nightmare. But anyway, okay, now we've got Salamando. That really doesn't do us much good right now, but it is there. So now let's do the class change. Once you get up to level 18, you can find any Mana Stone, doesn't matter which one it is. And once you do that, you can choose what job class you want. And in this case, I am definitely going to go for Gladiator. Although the other job class, Knight, you can actually equip shields on Duran. And there's actually one shield that's actually pretty darn good for him that gives him Moogle protection. I will mention that later on when we get to that point, but Gladiator is just so superior because eventually, once we get some levels, we'll start learning elemental sabers that'll multiply our damage depending on the elemental weakness of enemies or bosses there. Okay, so now let's go with Hawk there, get his next upgrade. So yeah, even if you're not following along with me, I would still rather just go with Gladiator on Duran there, even if you're using a different party configuration with him. I actually did try out his light job class, Knight, but I didn't think it was that great. Now, Ninja is definitely the superior job class. You get access to debuffs, all those jutsus that Bill and Ben could have used on you. But I've already used both of the tier 3 job classes from that, and I have special plans for this party, so I'm going to be making him into a a ranger this time around. And that will make things a lot more interesting in the mid-game. You get access to some crowd control spells, and then his tier 3 job classes, holy cow, they have some of the most unique spells in the game, and some of them can be really damn abusive if you know what you're doing, especially on Duran's path because of the final bosses that we'll be fighting. But anyway, one more for Lise there. And basically similar to Hawk there, her choice is pretty clear. So I'm going to make her into a Valkyrie. That's her light job class. The other one, Rune Maiden, you get access to some debuffs there, but that's all they do. They're just debuffs. They don't deal damage, and buffs are just so much better than debuffs in this game. I mean, they're both good, don't get me wrong, but if you have to choose between one or the other, yeah, definitely go with buffs there. Okay, so we got all of our Tier 3 job classes out of the way, or Tier 2 job classes, so let's take a look at what we got here as far as stat priorities go. Now for Lise, yeah, you see how all of her stats got pumped up to their maximum there? Yeah, that's from the Tier 1 job class. But anyway, Lise is pretty straightforward with her stat levels, or stat gains from here on. You want to go Strength, Vitality, Intelligence, and Spirit in descending order of priority. So, yeah, there's no special stat requirements for any of her spells, really. And for Duran there, that's mostly the same, but in order to learn some of his sabers, he's going to need a point put into Spirit there, but his first two level ups at 19 and 20 there, they don't require a stat gain in order to learn, so I'm going to wait until level 21 before putting a point into Spirit there, and then he can learn the last two sabers that he'll be able to get. And as for Hawk here, he's also mostly similar, but he does require certain level ups in order to, or certain stats to learn a few of his spells. Most notably, Intelligence. He needs Intelligence of 10 and 11 in order to learn two of his spells. So I'm going to put those on high priority, but you don't need that until you get the last two Mana Spirits, because you wouldn't be able to learn the spells at all without them. So for right now, just keep going with Strength, Vitality, Intelligence. Also, eventually he'll need 2 points put into Agility to learn a couple spells, but those are damn useless. So I'm not going to do that until I max out my Strength, Vitality, and Intelligence for him. I just like Intellect as a better name for that stat. I don't know, it just sounds better to me. What do you think, viewers? But anyway, okay, so yeah, pretty much for now, we're going to stick to the stat gains that I want right now, and I do want to get up to level 19, because in the next area, I'll probably get up to level 20 either right by the end or at the end, and that way I will be able to learn Thunder Saber for Duran, because that's his second spell that he learns, and that'll really help out against the boss there, because they are weak to thunder. But how cold could it possibly be in the Sub-Zero Snowfield where Undine lives? Find out next time on Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!